So this is an interview that I'm giving to GameSpy. I'm actually giving the interview on the telephone, but it's on a speakerphone, and they've decided they want me to video it at the same time. They've got an exclusive, and we've issued imagery all about Chaos. And Chaos is one of the iconic factions within Warhammer. It's one of the real reasons that Warhammer has its own distinctive look and feel, and it's not just some hackneyed put together piece of crap. The reason for that is because Warhammer's a dark and sinister world. I mean, it really does. It isn't all fairies and flowers and daisies and like ambrosia and bright primary colours. It has dark, unsettling stuff in it. And Chaos is the dark, unsettling stuff. It is the corruption that is prevalent everywhere. It's the worst of what happens to people when they're consumed by power, by greed, by energy, by lies and disruption, distortion, and by promises of eternal struggle and eternal success. And we're doing the Chaos faction of Tzeentch. Tzeentch is the changer of the ways. He is the great manipulator. He is the one who sits at the centre of the web of time. Around him, time softens like wax. He's the sort of person who reaches out and, like puppet strings, changes everything. Almost as though he had a loom of doom. Obviously, he doesn't have a loom of doom. But that cuts into another great aspect of Warhammer, is that we have a dark sense of humour. And that's prevalent in everything we do as well. So we've issued some pictures to them. So we're going to sort of talk about the pictures as we talk about what we're doing. So the first picture up, which I'm assuming CJ is going to cleverly cut into this video, is a Tzeentchian warrior. And he's actually a chosen. He's a warrior of Chaos who has given himself to the cause of Tzeentch. He's a warrior who has decided that he and he alone is going to become the great power on the planet. And he has decked himself in armour, absolutely, like a big tank with enormous swords, and he's decorated it with all the elements of Tzeentch. And Tzeentch is comprised of eyeballs, and he's comprised of the colour blue and eternal fire, and it's about feathers and birds and claws and beaks, and the picture's fabulous. It's got like these bird heads for kneecaps, which is like an attention to detail thing, and like it's got this chainmail which is carved into the shape of feathers, and it's got eyeballs everywhere, and you see this sort of the crazy Tzeentchian symbol up on the guy's top left hand shoulder, and it goes down the great big blue eye. And what's marvellous about this is that not only is this piece of armour fantastic and completely captures what we're doing, it's not even one of the top sets of armour. How great's that? I mean, having a bit of an argument with the art director, a great guy called Greg Grimsby, who we like, I think the horns need to be more Tzeentchian. He doesn't fully agree. We're going to come to a compromise, and he's going to do what I say, unquestioningly. But the picture you're seeing is the one with the cool horns, and that's the one that we want made into the model. So what you're looking at there is a chosen warrior, someone who is absolutely into Chaos, absolutely given to Tzeentch, the changer of the ways, the great manipulator, who's absolutely decided that he's going to slaughter anyone who stands in his way. In fact, he's probably going to slaughter anyone who's on his side. In fact, he's going to slaughter anyone who is anywhere near the top of the pyramid, because that's the way of Chaos. So that's what that warrior is. You can play these guys. They're great big armoured guys, and they're going to be, how can I put it without giving things away so Steve won't kill me? Although they will fight on the ground with great swords, there will come a point when they will be able to fight strongly by not having their feet on the ground.
I think that's a good tease.
Is that does that
subtle. It's very subtle. It's good.
No one will
figure it out.
Figure it out. No. Beyond the wit and wisdom of any brain. So there you are, Chosen Warrior, rock art, done by Eric, who has done some really cool artwork and has suffered mercilessly at the hands of the saturation command in Photoshop. But he has been a trooper, and we approve of it.